I'm not gonna lie, I am really happy to read all of the positive comments on the very first episode of my Wings of Liberty playthrough. Good to see that so many of you are interested in this series as well. Now, in case you missed the first episode, I highly recommend you go ahead and check that one out first before watching this one, just because it's gonna be a rather long playthrough series, and watching the first one is probably going to be helpful. I'll leave a link to that video down below in the description of this one. Regardless though, in episode 1, we met up with two of the main characters of the Wings of Liberty storyline. Of course, first off, we met with none other than Tychus Findlay, an inmate who just got released from cryo prison, and of course, we also met with Jim Raynor, one of the main characters, of course, from the original StarCraft storyline. Now, apparently they used to be friends, and while Jim Raynor is still trying to hide from Emperor Valerian Mengsk, who is trying to hunt him down, he is going on small missions where he's trying to create like an opposition to the Terran Dominion. Now, Tychus Findlay essentially gave him a business proposal, at the very least that's what he called it, to go ahead and steal alien artifacts from the Terran Dominion. And in the second mission, we ended up doing exactly that. Apparently, we are once again on the Marsara colony in Joey Ray's bar. I'm excited to continue onwards today. First off though, let's see what Donnie has to say.
Thanks for staying with us. Let's go now to Kate Lockwell with an update on Jim Raynor's violent uprising.
Thanks, Donnie. Raynor's clearly widening his list of targets. He's attacked a Dominion archaeological dig and possibly seized a dangerous alien artifact.
Emperor Mengsk spoke on this subject earlier today.
There's no telling what kind of havoc these supposedly innocuous relics might wreak upon our worlds. Anyone found in possession of these items will be dealt with to the fullest extent of the law.
Look on the bright side, partner. You're a wanted man either way.
Thanks, Tychus. Shocking, Kate. I imagine civilian casualties were high as a result of Raynor's terrorist actions.
Actually, the only civilian deaths appear to be collateral damage from overzealous Dominion security force.
Thanks, Kate. You heard it here first. Jim Raynor, killing women and children.
The propaganda is high. I like Donnie Vermillion, but he's, you know, he's not necessarily the nicest guy. Ooh, apparently we got my marshal badge over here.
Oh, man. Didn't the magistrate here know he was hiring an arch criminal as his marshal?
He was counting on it. Guess my tough guy reputation kept things nice and quiet around here. All the time I wore that badge, I never had to shoot anybody.
Well, where's the fun in that?
Gotta say though, I really I know from my very first playthrough, right, that I did not click on any of these objects at all. I just went to the mission panel immediately and I just jumped into the next mission. It's a little bit boring in a way, right? Anyway, let's check out. I think this is a Hydra skull.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
Fighting them Zerg.
All the scrapes we were in back in the day, all the narrow escapes, none of it compares to how terrible they are, Tychus. You don't know what real fear is till you got 1,000 of these sons of bitches barreling down on you.
At least they make for pretty Christmas lighting. What's going on, by the way, Tychus?
So who's your mysterious buyer, Tychus? Who are we supposed to hand this artifact over to?
A bunch of eggheads I ran into called the Mobius Foundation.
Mobius? They're a legitimate research group. Why the hell are they talking to you?
Soon as your boy Mengsk made it illegal to trade in alien goods, they got desperate. And you know me, Jimmy. I am a great patron of the sciences.
Some of you actually mentioned as well that apparently there's a really solid book. I'm definitely a reader myself. This is not something that I oftentimes talk about, I suppose. But anyway, I really like reading books. And apparently there's a really great book out there that one of you recommended to me in the comment section of the previous one that explains the relationship between Raynor and Tychus. I may very well have to go ahead and pick that one up. I think it might be helpful.
What's this? I heard them Zerg got burned out by them creepy Protoss a few years back.
It's been 4 years and they're still finding burrowed dens out in the wastelands.
Well, a trophy like that's gotta fetch a good price on the black market. Up for some hunting, partner?
Knock yourself out, Tychus. Me? I've hunted enough Zerg for 2 lifetimes.
Wait, so what is that? I'm trying to figure out what he's got on his One ugly mother. Okay, beautiful. Second annual Hydralisk Derby. Is that it? Is that a Hydralisk? I guess it must be. Apparently, according to lore, Hydralisks are about like 3 meters tall or so. Like 10 foot tall. They're actually really tall creatures. I mean, if you compare them to Marines, I guess it does make sense. Anyway, there's one more poster. The Freedom poster.
I have to say, Jimmy, you turned into a real impressive fighter. If I was old Minsk, I'd be running scared from you too.
You really mean that, Tychus?
Nah, I was just kidding.
The animations are a little bit wonky, but the voice acting is solid. What is this, though? Thank you, Marshal Raynor. Marshal Jim Raynor, I guess is what it should say. Beautiful. Makes me think of like a drawing of like Lucky Luck. Does anyone recall that? Haven't seen that in ages. May just be a Dutch thing. But anyways, it is time to jump into the next mission.
With the artifact secure, you need to wait for transport at Backwater Station before you can leave Marsara. Transportation is on the way. Caution is advised. Dominion security forces may succeed in tracking the artifact to the station.
Alrighty. So, apparently we need to hold out until extraction, and we have new available technology. Believe it or not, we have the technology of a bunker. It's a defensive structure able to protect infantry units. I would have never guessed. I think it's time to launch.
I've got transport coming to pick us up. All we gotta do is sit tight.
Don't sound too hard. I figure we earned ourselves a little R&R.
Commander, I'm detecting a massive concentration of Zerg biosignatures landing at the abandoned dig site.
I should have known it. Damn you, Tychus.
I swear, man, I didn't know nothing about no Zerg.
Given their current course, the Zerg will overrun this location within the hour.
We gotta hold out long enough for extraction.
So is
If we
Raynor...
man the bunkers and hold those 2 bridges as long as we can, we just might stand a chance. We're gonna have a real fight on our hands here.
Is Raynor like this, like commanding this from up
I've
above?
been in plenty of holdouts before.
Not against the Zerg, you ain't.
As long as we get to make Marines, there's not gonna be that many Banelings, we'll probably be okay. Alrighty. So here we go. We already have quite a lot of money actually at this point available, and apparently we have a couple of bunkers set up too. There's a few bridges here. I guess, yeah, we have apparently evacuation in about 20 minutes. I guess I just have to go ahead and defend. So I can actually now also make reactors apparently, as well as tech labs. Both are going to be very helpful. Reactors, of course, allow me to make 2 of these units at once, or at the very least of the Marines. And apparently now also I have a engineering bay, and the engineering bay, or I have an engineering bay, I guess. The engineering bay will, of course, allow me to get myself some infantry weapon upgrades, which are actually very good. Like, I played StarCraft for like 5 years before realizing the potential of upgrades. Like engineering bay upgrades, forge upgrades, as well as evolution chamber upgrades. Incredible. They're actually really, really important. Now, there is apparently a map. I vaguely remember this mission. There's some units or some gas pickups and whatnot over there, although I think I need to get at least a little bit of an army. Oh man, actually they're already here.
Here they come. Lock and load.
Alright, Zerg is already moving right now. I did just decide to pull my units away. I might need to go ahead and like set up maybe like another bunker over here. You have to be careful though. Marines are incredible. Like Marines have critical mass at some point. You know what? I'm gonna sell these 2 because I've got no use for them. I mean, they're gonna be helpful, don't get me wrong, but I'd rather have the money for now. And apparently they salvage for 100%. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna set up another bunker here. I'm gonna do another one over there.
To anyone hearing this message, we're pinned down near Backwater Station. Please assist.
Oh, there they are. Okay. We'll go ahead and assist those as soon as we can.
Not enough minerals.
I'm gonna need to make another supply depot at this point, but that's alright. I got myself the upgrades coming in. And do you think I'm gonna be alright? Just moving across the map already? Probably, right? I don't see what could possibly go wrong. There's another one of these fancy looking Hellions. Although that one is a cruiser apparently. Oh. Okay. Careful now, Lowko. There's probably gonna be more. Yeah. Very good. Do I get you guys? Oh, I do. Lovely.
Thought we were gunners there.
Oh, I did not realize that the Zerg would once again be attacking.
Multiple air bogeys detected. ETA.
Air bogeys.
Hell now.
So I guess we're gonna be fighting against Mutalisk. I don't know where they're gonna be pushing from, but I do think I should go ahead and occupy as many of these bunkers as possible. Maybe I was a little bit greedy right there, moving out with my units already. I don't think I was really supposed to do that. Oh, there we go. Alright. Yeah, this is obviously the hardest difficulty. Does not make it easy. So far so good though. Let's go ahead and set ourselves up with another supply depot here. I'm actually already hitting 2 supply blocks here. Nothing too impressive, but you know, in my experiences so far, usually we are okay by doing that. Usually it's not that big of a deal at the very least in campaigns. I'm gonna have way too much gas, by the way. I don't see what I could possibly be dropping all of this gas on. I should probably occupy at least 2 bunkers though. Right? Like 2 bunkers on either side of the bridge is probably gonna be helpful. I think I'm gonna do exactly that. So we'll just leave at least like 8 Marines or so behind on both sides. Apparently there are now also some civilians in trouble. Or I don't know if there's actually any civilians home there, but...
Not enough minerals.
Let's try and not hit another supply block though if I can.
Base is under attack.
Yeah, just continue as units.
Not enough minerals.
I'll go ahead and leave some SCVs behind as well. Alright. There's gonna be a couple of soldiers over there too. I'm a little worried that units are gonna spawn. Do I move from this side or that one? No, this one seems easier. Last time I moved out, it didn't go so well. I wished I actually was sitting back for a little while longer, but...
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not
Okay.
enough minerals.
I'm just gonna leave an SCV on either end here. I'm sorry, Mariner. I'm sorry, Medic. Hydra's are good units. They do a lot of damage. This is gonna be pretty straightforward if you're like saving up units for a little bit of time, but...
Not enough minerals.
Okay. That does actually add to my supply. Oh, that's why we hit supply blocks. Yeah. So actually grabbing yourself those units that are out on the map does add to the maximum amount of supply you have. So that makes it a little bit more complicated. I was wondering why my supply went up so very rapidly. Or I may have just accidentally misplayed, also an option. Alright, here we go. So right now, we've already got 2 of the apparently 3 rescued groups available to us. We've got ourselves some free resources too. I don't know how many units will come here though. I'm probably better off making as much here as I can. I need to have a couple more SCVs here too. You can actually keep hanging out over there. Sadly, that one immediately ends up dying. Should be alright though. We may actually want to try and just simply defend this entire bottom end rather than anything else. Right? Like, if we can set up a lot of bunkers over here, we're gonna be in a really good spot. I just need to capture that 3rd bonus objective as well. Once I do that, I can start really bunkering up. There's, by the way, the flatback truck, or the flatbed truck rather, that's got that Selnaga artifact. Do have to make sure there's still like a little bit of wiggle room for my units to move across. Alright. Very good so far though. We've got our upgrades done. We are still producing more and more units, and I don't really need this much gas, so I'm just gonna pull 2 of the SCVs out of gas. Just because I've got no particular use for it. The SCVs will, there we go, they're making love. Did you see that? That was SCV love right there. Excuse me, that's not cool. I don't know how many missile turrets I should go ahead and set up. If there's gonna be a lot of units continuously attacking.
The ride's on its way.
I think we're gonna spend a little bit of time creating another one of those reactors. And I'll also be getting myself another bunker here, probably on the eastern bridge over here. That should do. There's actually some spine crawlers. Are they spine crawler rushing me? Yeah, already this is looking really sweet. There's actually banelings now too. You have to try and target fire that one down. There we go. Alright, let's start roaming the map a bunch.
We need immediate support.
Oh, I was already heading in that direction.
Anyone out there?
That was nice. I like that. That actually just made me not really lose anything.
The doctor is in.
Alright. We're trying to move across the map here as well. Everything should be okay. This one may end up burning down. Yep. Can I go ahead and maybe move up that ramp? That would be wonderful.
Thanks for the assist. We're with you, Raynor.
Hey, look. There's more. More units to pick up. I like it. Can I go ahead and get more bunkers? The more bunkers I get, the easier this is going to be. Right? Like, bunkers are incredibly helpful. Ooh. They're actually raining down from the sky. Maybe I should just evacuate towards the high ground here instead. Actually, now I come to think of it, I don't really need to hold that low ground, right? Because if they drop into my main, that would be bad. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna sell some of these bunkers, and we're just gonna hold the high ground instead. I think that's way better, considering I get 100% of my investment back, right? It's like the safest bank I've ever seen. Actually, you need to, like, start that elsewhere. Ooh, I should have just let that finish. It's not a big deal, but... Alright. Very good. Very good, very good. Yeah, if I set it up like this, I am not gonna need to defend that low ground anymore. That does mean that I've got a couple of wasted missile turrets, and that's, you know, disappointing, I guess. We just have to wait for like another 6 minutes right now. Is this smart or is this really dumb? I don't know. I don't think I need the low ground for anything, right? Just Marines. Alright, get into bunkers. I want to have a bunker for every man. I don't know how many bunkers I can fit here, though. Wonderful. And we're gonna make some more SCVs as well. They were just like put on idle, I guess. Maybe like a missile turret or two might be helpful. There we go. Right? This is never gonna break. I don't see like I've played against turtling Terrans many a times. Okay? It's really hard to break this.
Just a little longer. We'll be getting out of here soon.
Yeah, Raynor. Thank you. Look, they're gonna be dropping the low ground. We're gonna just take the high ground and be in a really nice defendable position. I need more bunkers. Can't really fit that many. Alright. That should be this area completely taken care of. There we go. There we go. And let's go ahead and set up some turrets over on this side too. Alright, nice. It's probably faster to do it that way. It's a little bit of a dumb way of doing it, but it's blocked. Alright, well, good luck trying to break into this. It's 4 minutes remaining. Maybe I'm mistaken, but I don't see how they could do it. It may be a little bit annoying though, because this one in the center is gonna definitely be in a little bit of trouble.
Not enough minerals.
Okay.
Additional supply depots required.
I don't need... Hey, what are you doing? Are you spine crawler rushing me, Zerg? I don't like it when you do that. Lovely. I could even put, like, supply depots here to, like, reduce the pathing that they can do. If I would have built a ramp on top of this wall, there's no way they would have really been able to do anything. Unless I'm really missing something super obvious. That SCV actually can't reach anymore, apparently. That's okay. You guys just hang out over here then. Alright, so all that we need to do at this point is just wait. Yeah, sure. Sure. Sure, try again. I guess this is what happens when you play a game for a long time. We've got a small little mobile army. But for the most part, I think this is pretty nicely dealt with. 2 minutes. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like gonna be continuous attacks right now, though. So this might turn into a little bit of an issue. But not really, though. But not really. Unless they come out with like Ultralisk or whatever. Or Brute Lords. Here we go. Yeah, they are gonna continuously fight at this point. There we go. Trying to shuffle my my Marines to the front as well. Let's pull some SCVs off the line. 1 minute remaining.
Commander, this is Matt Horner. Just hold on. Cavalry's on the way.
What's going on, Matt?
Take your time, Matt. No rush.
What if Matt doesn't understand sarcasm? Have you considered this, Raynor? You might be putting innocent lives here at risk. There's a lot of guys right now attacking though, but I feel like we have successfully bunkered ourselves in, as I don't really know exactly what they could possibly do to try and prevent this from just simply holding on. 15 seconds remaining. I can pull some FCVs off the line, just in case. Very nice. And here we go. 0 seconds. Perfect. There's Matt. Of course, he commands the Sky Fleet. My bunker area looked pretty impenetrable, though. I don't even know if he needed to.
Anyone still alive down there?
Good to see you, Matt. Welcome to the party.
I love that it actually shows my
Now let's get you boys out of there.
I love that it actually shows like my setup rather than like a pre-recorded video. That was nice. Alrighty, very nice. As far as units killed goes, we had almost 1,000 and we ended up losing 32 troops. So I guess that's, you know, technically speaking a pretty good deal, although apparently there are also indeed some hatcheries that could have been destroyed. The Marsara colony, 6 AM local time. It's pretty early. Or maybe that was 6 PM. I don't know.
Damn, Jimmy. You've been holding out on me.
Cutting it pretty close there, Matt.
Never left you hanging before, sir.
Fair enough. Just get us the hell out of here.
All batteries, concentrate forward firepower. Spin up drives 2 and 6. All hands brace for warp jump on my mark. Mark.
I like it.
What the hell happened? We ain't seen the Zerg in years. Why attack Marsara now?
It's not just Marsara. You need to see this.
Zerg Swarm launched a full-scale attack.
Devastation spread throughout all Outer Rim planets. Sustained heavy losses.
Casualties in the billions.
Minutes ago, the Zerg attacked a Dominion military research facility.
Sweet mother of mercy.
New exclusive video footage confirms the Queen of Blades is in fact leading the swarm.
Hello, Sarah. Casualties in the billions, though?
We always knew she'd be back, but what's she after?
She's come to finish the job.
The Hyperion Bridge, 14 minutes later.
There's no telling what the Zerg will throw against us this time. Sir, we need to make sure our hardware and munitions are up to the challenge.
Yeah, I'll check in with Swan down in the armory. Knowing him, he's already got upgrades for us.
I hate to ask, sir, but is there a reason that convict's still on my bridge?
Easy, Matt. Tychus is one of my oldest friends.
Did it just scratch his
He helped me
proverbial
out
balls?
a few years back. I owe him.
Well, your friend has a criminal record as long as...
Mine? Believe me, if Tychus Findlay wanted me dead, I'd be dead already.
Understood, sir.
So she has come to finish the job. Once upon a time, and I think that's what he's referencing to, right? She let Emperor Valerian Manx go. Now, while I don't think she has any intention of killing Jim Raynor, because she could have easily done that in the past as well, and, you know, technically speaking, they still quite like each other. Yeah, it is what it is right now. Anyway, we are currently on the HYPERION, of course, that's the battle cruiser, right? Apparently, we do have a couple of things to check out once again. What's going on, Tychus?
One hell of a ship you got here, Jimmy. How'd you get a hold of a floating palace like this?
The HYPERION was Meng's flagship back in the day. Me and Matt decided to borrow her when we parted company with him. This old baby's seen us through some tight spots.
Speaking of tight spots, Tychus, why are you still wearing that suit on my bridge?
Yeah, would you bust the zipper or something?
Okay, so I might have had a little help when I broke out of prison. Let's just say it came at a price. I get to stay locked up in this suit till I pay off all my debts.
And who's collecting those debts? Who sprung you?
They're Mobius boys, of course. I didn't just run into them in a museum, you know. They want them artifacts something fierce.
Your debts better not bite us in the ass, Tychus. Covering for your shenanigans ain't part of the deal.
Think you should get rid of him. I mean, I'm just saying, Raynor. Take, you know, a little bit of friendly advice. But wait,
sir,
Mr. Stepman.
The lab up and running soon? That'd be great.
Stepman, in your future, I predict a bit of a terrazine addiction.
Just how bad is it, Matt?
Zerg are attacking all over the sector, sir. Manx pulled the fleet back to protect the Dominion core worlds, leaving the fringe worlds to fend for themselves. It's a nightmare.
Manx is terrible.
There's no way we can stop an alien invasion with one capital ship and a handful of volunteers.
Best we just stay clear, partner. We can earn ourselves a fortune working for Mobius while this whole thing blows over.
You don't get it, convict. This isn't gonna just blow over. The Zerg won't stop until we're all dead.
Don't worry, Matt. We ain't sitting this one out. But we're not exactly in tip-top shape either. We'll earn some cash and build up our forces so we can make a difference when it counts.
Alrighty. So, there's now the mission archives as well. I believe this is to go back to previously completed missions. Yeah, we don't need to do that. We don't need to do that. There is the armory, however. And look at them. That's Kachinki. He's the default portrait in StarCraft 2 when you first got started in the game. I still have that on a bunch of my accounts. Anyway, let's have a look at the armory. Our dear old friend Swan.
Hey everybody, our glorious leader has returned. Hey man, what's up, cowboy?
What do you got for me, Swan?
The usual, building up our standing forces.
Bringing my troops and hardware up to speed, huh?
Yup, you can add upgrades for their tech right here on the console. But building an army on the run ain't cheap. You brought back credits this time, right?
Look, I know money's been tight. But that artifact we just picked up from Marsara is gonna solve everything.
Yeah, I've heard that before, brother.
It's different this time.
Yeah, I heard that one too.
Alrighty. So this is an area where we can go ahead and upgrade our troops. Now, we kind of have to make the decision if I want to focus on an army based around biological units or if I want to focus on an army based around mechanical units. Because if I recall correctly, there's no way of me spending my credits twice. So right now in the top right hand corner of the screen, apparently I've got 100,000 credits at my disposal. Let's have a quick little peek. So I can go ahead and upgrade my units here. Either playing bio or mech is going to be a legitimate option, considering we are playing on the hardest difficulty. it's probably not a bad idea. I'm not gonna get any of the base upgrades, I don't think, even though this is all gonna be fine and dandy. I think it's probably not a bad idea, though, for me to go ahead and get a couple of these upgrades as well. So we can get Stimpacks and we can get Combat Shield. Together with, of course, this upgrade right here to the Medic, it's gonna be pretty good. It's just also very expensive. I kind of do want to get at least like one of them, though. Even though I may want to start playing mech. Let me know down below in the comment section of this video if you would prefer me playing mech, so units based around the factory and the starport, or if you would like me to play a biological based units instead, so infantry like marines, medics, marauders, and that kind of stuff. Let me know down below in the comments and just comment mech or bio, and I guess I'll figure out whichever one of the two is going to be more popular. Now for the next mission, though, I do think it's going to be helpful for us to, at the very least, get one of the upgrades. I mean, there's no denying that Stimpack is incredible. Stimpacks provide a temporary boost to the Marines' attack and movement speed by dosing them with a mix of adrenaline, endorphins, and aggression enhancers. This frenzied burst does come at the expense of the Marines' health. Medical treatment is highly advisable for multiple uses. I'm going to get this one for now. This is not going to be that big of a commitment, but I think it's better than nothing. Mr. Swan, what's up?
Upgrading what we got is all well and good, but when are we getting new hardware? A lot of gaps in our inventory right now.
Sometimes we take a job with some kind of new hardware, and I get a schematic for it so we can make more of them. The plans for other stuff, we gotta either beg, borrow, or steal.
Anyway, now that we are on the HYPERION, I think this is a wonderful spot to end this video right here. If you are new to the channel and you want to travel with me towards another planet in the next episode, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below the video so you get a notification as soon as future episodes go live. But for now, I want to thank you all very much so for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile, alright, and I will see you all in the next one.